annoying odors and foul smells, the smell of rotten eggs, for example. Municipalities have to deal with these challenges from time to time. We have very many sewers that we operate and maintain, pumping stations, and you can imagine that we also have a lot of manholes, and in some of the manholes there's an odor nuisance, and quite clearly the population smells it and calls immediately. Not only does the stench annoy the population, but the hydrogen sulfide produced also causes enormous corrosion in the shafts and sewers, and that can be expensive. But we have also seen extreme corrosion in the shafts during maintenance and servicing. Hydrogen sulfide is not only dangerous for materials, but also for humans. Occupational safety is at the very top of the list. Clearance measurements, attachments and so on with 2 people. So the people are trained by us. They're always doing these training courses, these training programs, and that is very important. The operator of the plant relies on a system product called VTA Calcoferit with extremely simple dosing. Dosing takes place on site, so really where the whole problem more or less arises, or the origin is, at the pumping station itself, and is then more or less dosed into the pumping stations themselves via the pump pipe, where we have the formation of hydrogen sulfide in the pump pipes inside, and there it then has the effects, and at the outlet of the pump pipe we then no longer have any pollution. The use of VTA Calcoferit and dosing works digitally via data transmission. These are more or less measuring sensors, an example, small stations, which are then installed in the affected shaft or pumping station and then transmitted. The data transmission is then sent directly to a server, and all the data can be analyzed, read and so on, directly from the server. A drastic reduction in corrosion damage and no unpleasant odors, and thanks to Calcoferit, the cost of refurbishment is also reduced. Ultimately, the payer is the citizen, and you generally have to make sure that you simply manage well and save costs. When you come back to these corrosions and so on in the sewer area, in the shafts, we know that some of them are several meters deep. They have to be dug out, and again afterwards they have to be renovated again, or coatings and so on, which are always the case. These are immense costs that arise from this hydrogen sulfide or from these corrosion damages. VTA Calcoferit has a natural effect. Generally speaking, when it comes to foods, I'm talking about organic, natural products, and we should be moving in this direction and not, let me be clear, waste products. VTA Calcoferit, the uncomplicated and efficient way to keep unpleasant odors, corrosion and maintenance costs at bay.